nothing is beyond your imagination. If you can literally see it in your mind, your body will respond and do what it needs to do to make it become a reality. So do me a favor, don't dummy down. You know what I'm saying? Level up. Don't let other people tell you, man, that's too much, or man, that'll never happen to you. You know, you can't have a house in multiple cities. You can't make that kind of money. Don't dummy down. Level up.
Today's show is brought to you by Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, solves the problem of juicing greens on the go. We all know that we need to get those fruits and greens and vegetables and all that in our diets, guys, and here's a quick and easy way to get it. You just add water, drink, and let your body soak up the benefits. Visit Organifi.com to learn more about an exciting offer for you, our podcast listeners. That's Organifi, Organifi.com.
Edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on? What up, y'all? What's happening?
Dr. Douglas Thomas, what's happening?
Oh man, bless, baby, bless.
And we have a very, very, very special guest, somebody near and dear to my heart. He's a prolific young man. He just finished his baseball season not too long ago, did a great job. And he's been asking me to be on the podcast for, I don't know, how old is he? At least 5 years, okay? So today is his debut, and he's ready to get on the podcast. So without further ado, Carlos III, come on, son. It's your turn. Here, let me take the phone. Here you go.
What up, Trey?
What up, Trey?
Hey, Dad. Hey, Goddad and Uncle Carl. Welcome to Trey's Comedy Corner. I gotta tell you guys a joke, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
So, how do you throw a party in space?
How do you throw a party in space? I don't know. How do you throw a party in space?
You plan it.
You plan it.
You plan it. I love it, Trey.
You plan it. I love it. I love it, Trey. You plan it.
Hey, good job, son. Hey, can you go get daddy a water? Hey, how you feel good? You feel? He's got a big smile on his face. Good job, bro.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, so
for all of you out there who, like Trey, have been trying to get on the podcast too, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, I've been waiting to get on the podcast and tell my joke."
No. Like, nepotism. You know what I'm saying? Nepotism. I promise you, bro. Yeah, that's just nepotism right there. It's no different than my man getting a job at the corporate company because his daddy owned the company. You feel me?
No. Why was I talking to this kid today? He worked at the I'll just say at one of the big threes. And I was like, yo, bro, how you my man manager? Like, you like 20 some years old. How you my man's manager? And I said, oh, you got a degree. You graduated a degree. So when you went to the company, I'm about to say the name. So you went to the company and you got the job. They bless you because you had a degree. He's like, oh no, my father was a so-and-so there. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh,
no,
okay.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I'm trying to be deep with the degree.
Right. Is there something wrong with that though? I never know.
I don't know. That's what they've been doing it for a long time.
Not if it's your family.
You're right. Exactly. No, I'm just saying. I used to be the person that used to be on that. Like, is it right or is it wrong? And then I realized you need to be on the right side of wrong. If that, you know what I'm saying? If it's wrong, you need to be on the right side of it, bro. Yeah, flat out.
Okay, well, hey,
I don't know if it's right or wrong, but yeah, I just know that they doing it, and I need to put my kids in a position because I didn't get the position. So I need to put my kids in a position where they can get that position.
Got you. So but do you feel like that's gonna rob them of any of their work ethic?
You still got to work when you get to college. It's not like you don't have to do no schoolwork because you get, you know what I'm saying?
So you feel like them people who were paying to get them into college, you don't think they were paying to keep them with good grades either?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I don't know what they was doing, but I do know that, I do know that what they said was, I guess though the challenge was not getting in. The challenge was they were taking other people's spot to get in, I guess. So that must have been a challenge. I don't know. I don't deal with politics often.
I don't think that's political. I just think that's, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you got paper. Money make the world go round. So, you know what I mean? I'm just tripping. Like I said, you got that much paper. What difference do it make where your degree comes from? You know what I mean? So
apparently they know something you and I don't know.
Well, maybe that's why I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why I got the 1 bedroom. You know what I mean, Carl?
Right.
No,
that could be, yeah, 1 bedroom. Pool the whole house.
But at least, that's it though. At least though, if you wanted to sell it, some people just got a 1 bedroom. You got a 1 bedroom with a pool, so that make it a little bit more.
that increase your property value just a tad.
No question. No question.
Oh man. Okay, where do we want to begin today, gentlemen? I got a few options for you. We can go big day in free agency. I don't know if y'all want to just recap very briefly. The NBA looks completely different than it did the last time we was on the podcast, so that might be cool. We have also negative feedback that we could go to. I'm not sure. Last week, E was a little perturbed, so I didn't feel like he was in the mood for that. But man, you guys sound like you're in a good mood, so we could start with some negative feedback.
Oh, we sunny in Michigan. We great. It's always sunny in Michigan in July.
Always sunny in Michigan.
All right, so that sounds like y'all might be ready for it. Let's take it to negative feedback, man. We've been getting the people want to know, man, what's the word on the street with the negative feedback? When's the last time we did it? Have we done one this year?
It's been months, bro. I don't think so. It's been months.
I don't know. I mean, you don't have a schedule for it, so I don't know.
I told you, what's crazy? Now that I actually put it out there about the negative feedback, I feel like people trying to purposely write in creative ones, so that we, you know what I mean? So,
right.
I don't know.
You won't let them on the podcast no other way. This is the way that they're going to get on.
All right. So let's start here so we can, don't worry, y'all. We'll cry ourselves to sleep tonight, after we read this. Let's go. Negative feedback. Cue my Taylor Swift. Let's go. Shake it off. All right. Shake it off, fellas. Mike in Austin, Texas said, those fragrances that say, if you like Cartier, then you'll love Bartier? Yeah, this is that podcast. It's kind of the opposite of that. If you love Eric Thomas, then you'll actually hate this podcast. I tuned in to get motivated for my bar exam, and all I got were unfunny jokes and banter back and forth about the playoffs. No thanks, I'll pass. All right, well, appreciate that, Mike. Harlan D.
Mike, I'm sorry I let you down.
Hey, tell Mike good luck on the bar.
Mike.
You know what I'm saying? Harlan D. in Jersey City said, I wanted to like this podcast, I really did, but I can't. My grandmother is 92 years old and hasn't watched TV in 20 years, and she still knows more about sports than this CJ character. Tuned in and heard this clown literally compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan, and I haven't listened since. All right, thank you. Glad to see my sports takes are popping out here in the good old United States. Brandon in Tennessee said, when I first heard that ET had a podcast, I was super hype. After one episode of listening to him and his co-host, needless to say, the hype is gone. If you want hardcore ET, go back to YouTube or IG. If you want a boring guided meditation conversation, this is for you. Guided meditation.
Guided meditation.
Let's see. This jab is for Carl. Nevin said, this podcast would be all right if it wasn't for this Carl dude. Literally, his only contribution is telling you the weather forecast in whatever particular city he's in. Hey, Carl, what did you think about the conference last week? It's 70 and sunny over here, so I'm great. It's like listening to a meteorologist for another city's weather. Completely pointless. Other than that, it's all right.
Hey, tell him come live out here in this cold, man. We got to talk about it.
Nevin must be from Cali. John said, this is the audio equivalent of watching paint dry.
Hey, that might not be bad. I saw Jamie paint today and it was dry in a couple of minutes. So it might not be as bad as we think.
Okay, praise God. So maybe that was a compliment.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was it for this month. This year's edition of Negative Feedback. I don't know if our hearts can handle anymore. We do this out of the kindness of our hearts, so it's not. I think some of y'all who be writing them things in, y'all still listening. You listening enough to know what's going on. So, man,
Negative
for those of you
feedback.
out there and you look at ET, and, Carl and myself, and just think we got it going on. We too have detractors. Okay, everybody doesn't love us. So anyway, catch me up, guys.
Crazy
What's going
though,
on?
see?
Carl, how's the weather over there? You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to address that though.
It's beautiful. What you say?
I wanted to address that. I didn't know that, that was what was going to be said, during the negative feedback. But today, Jalen and I were.
Which particular comment? Help us out. The paint dry or what?
Well, no, just in general, like negative feedback, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
we were doing the certification, and one of the students today with the extreme execution certification, he was saying he noticed with the eye, he was like, "Yo, I noticed that, because am I right or wrong? Because as people, it could be a situation where it's good for you to worry about the approval of people." Because that's what you do. You do people. So to some extent, to be effective at what you do, you're going to have some approval. But then he was like, well, I guess on the flip end, though, it could have its negatives too, because you could come out of character trying to, impress people, and so we stopped for a moment. I was just like, yo, bruh, you have to understand, like what I do professionally, that there are a group of people who are turned off by what I do, whether it's, my approach, whether it's my methods, whether it's my voice. And I was telling him, I was like, but what you have to understand is you cannot make that your focus, and you can't give your energy to the negative, because then you're actually taken away from the people who do rock with you and who do need you and want you. So I was like, yo, it's a crazy balance, but you really have to be careful about how you take information in. You know what I'm saying? Like and it was so funny. My mom, like yesterday, man, I was so it was called the Wealth Connect Conference, right? The Wealth Connect Conference, right? And what was so crazy was my mom had spent, I guess she was there Thursday, Friday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 3 days. Well, I was like the closer, and my mom got up and introduced me, which I thought at first, okay, my mom introducing me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, actually, I told her, like, laugh out loud. But my mom did the best job she's ever done in her life. They like standing ovation for the intro. Wow. And
she does know that ain't her job. You know what I'm saying? I used to dim my light for you. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
I wanted to look trash so you could come up and save the day.
But I'm telling you what she did, this was the best she's ever done. Let me tell y'all why it was the best that she's ever done. I don't even remember what she said, to be honest with you, Carl. I just know that the crowd was super hyped, on their feet clapping, and it was because my mom cussed.
Oh, no doubt.
And I was so proud of her. I was just like, yo, Ma, this is the first time I've ever really seen you like in your swag. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I told her, I said, I know it had a lot to do with as a mother. And then, when we took her test a while ago, Carl, she was an S. So I knew that as an S, my mom didn't want to disrespect like what she thought I would be upset about. You feel me? So she was trying to play that supportive role. So she was almost like in G mode, like, because I don't cuss. Like, that ain't my swag. Like, I'm not really the dude that's trying to offend people. Like, that's just not my swag. Like, I have a way I do what I do. And so I think my mom had gotten caught up in, okay, he's super friendly. Okay, he's not, he's aggressive, but more so in his presentation, not in terms of people, right? And so I promise you, she been on that heavy. And bruh, she got up there, and I'm talking about like cussed and was like loose. She was the 43rd Southside Chicago mom I knew and grew up with. You feel me?
Yeah,
and they was on they, bruh.
Man, I wish I would have got the green light to cuss a long time ago, if that's cool, because shoot, I was holding back all these years. You never told me that was the key to your heart. I could have been
I
letting it
didn't
fly,
know.
Carl.
Yeah, I didn't know. But to see my mom in her authenticity, I was just like, yo, Ma. Like, and for real, Carl, because it's like almost like you trying to build your brand and you trying to build a brand off of my brand. Even though you my mom, you still can't do that. You feel me? But I know she would go, if I cuss, my son is going to have a fit. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is not a message to be disrespectful. But my mom, of course, is my mom. That ain't I'm her son. I respect the fact that she respect me. But yesterday I was just like, yo, Mom, if you keep doing that, and for those of you, like a lot of y'all don't know my mom, I'm gonna be real. My mom is she is well read. And when my mom cusses, it's not like some of these people that you might see, who don't know how to use the words. My mom ain't just letting them fly. She's using words in context. But I could see she did two things. Not only did she cuss, but for me, the cussing was, she was authentic and she wasn't doing two things. She wasn't speaking and concerned about what people thought. And I promise you, somebody in the room was offended. I promise you that.
Which cuss word did she say? Just curious minds want to know.
Yeah, which word?
I'll be honest with you. I don't even, it was like, she was actually speaking. So she didn't just use one word. She was just using cussing in general. You know
I mean,
what I'm
are we talking about?
Oh, she was. Oh yeah, no. I don't remember.
I'm saying that we run it. Samuel L. Jackson or
yeah. No. I don't
on a
remember.
scale of 1 to Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't remember the. I know that it was maybe one or two was prolific words. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, my mom doesn't just be like F you. Like my mom ain't into that. So in the context of her mess, I do remember one point she was just saying like you guys can't, I work for Ford. You can't count on them. That's over with, and so you got to get your butt up or get your whatever butt up maybe. But I'm not going to lie on her. It's recorded. So we don't even got to do that. We'll just play it next week. We don't even we got to record it. So we don't have to,
but the question is, do we have to bleep it?
Well, not if we trying to show, not if we trying to make the point. We'll just have to let parents. Yeah, we'll let parents know we're going to do it.
That's a family-friendly podcast. Yeah. We'll give you 10 seconds to close your kids' ears.
Yeah. Right. And then they can hear it. But I promise you this, that there are people in that room who were offended. There are probably people who came because they're ET fans and they like, yo, I don't want to hear it. But here's what happened, Carl. When you speak to that group, you already lost anyway. When you're trying to be something you're not, they're not about to embrace you anyway. But if you do you miss them and they don't want to hear from you probably ever again. But it's about 25 to 40 people in the room that was loving it. You know what I'm saying? And afterwards are probably saying, yo, we want you to come to our next event. You feel me? So just to the point, because some of you for real, if we don't say it, you don't get it. C doesn't have a problem reading the negative comments because it does not affect us in that way. But we still do want you to know that in whatever work you do, it's going to be some negativity and some of it's going to be true, but it doesn't mean that you have to give the energy to it.
I haven't always been that thick skinned. I promise you, I haven't.
But you
back in the day, when we first started rocking heavy and we started blowing up, I would go read YouTube comments and I promise you, Carl, it might be 599 great comments and 3 bad ones. And I don't know why they would just stick out. It seemed like they were in bold, caps lock, highlighted, and you would just be sitting there and I'd walk away feeling like, wow, what did I? And I'm like, and then I got, a little older and a little bit more mature. And I was just like, yo, you for real let, that many, in my branding lesson, just for context, for those of you out there, y'all know I always talk about Howard Stern. And I always go yo, raise your hand in this room, if you love Howard Stern. And nobody raised their hand. There might be 2 people raised their hand. And I'm like, wow, my man worth over $500 million. And the rest of y'all can't stand his guts. I'm like, but you so worried about making everybody like you. And so as I got more mature, I think I was better equipped to handle that negativity, but I still think that's just a natural thing. Like, yo,
but what
100 people could tell you look good. 2 people be like, yo, you ugly. And you'd be like, wow, why are they doing this to me? What is that? That just had you like, even though you got the majority, if you got a 98% on your test, you'll be livid. But you got a 98% and 2% of the feedback is negative and you about to, lose it.
Yeah, I'm saying, why is that? What do you think? Helped you to become more mature?
You know what? I'm asking because I really don't know. Because I do think that that's a real thing for a lot of people. Like, you could, you could put something out, and like I said, you could get 100 comments, and one comment could be like, "Man, you suck. This is trash. Why would you ever even post that?" And I promise you, if you like had a scale, the scale of justice where you like put the scale up there, like that one negative is worth about as much as the 99 positive. And I think that's why I wanted to start. For those of you who are new to the podcast, welcome. We haven't done the negative feedback in so long, but I always joke because, man, so many of you write in great things. Please continue to do that. We read it, even though we might not always read it on the podcast. Thank you so much for writing in all the beautiful things you guys say. I've heard people have written in, man, and said, we helped them overcome depression. They look forward to it every week. Their commute is better. Their marriage is better. We've heard people say, yo, I was suicidal, and listening to this podcast, kind of gave me new life. And so, listen, we appreciate all of that. And we just decided that it was more entertaining and maybe more educational to read the negative feedback, because there are people who don't like this particular thing. And we wanted to show y'all, like, even though he's number one in the world, there are still people who cannot stand him. Matter of fact, it was hilarious. I don't even know if I told you. My mom, she was at work, and I guess it was like a young lady who came in there. She said she came to Michigan State, and she was like, she said the young lady, she was like, "Oh, you go to Michigan State? I'm not sure if you ever heard of Eric Thomas." She was like, "Yeah, I can't stand him. He's way too loud and he talks too aggressive." And my mom was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I won't tell you my son and him." You know what I mean? She just let it ride. Right. But my mom was laughing when she told me that, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's not for everybody. Like, it really isn't. It don't make you a bad person. It don't mean the product's bad. I just think those are the things that end up sticking out more. Like this, you think E-style for everybody? You think people can handle being challenged like that? Of course not. You probably listen to this podcast because you don't mind being challenged, but everybody can't handle negative feedback. And I don't know why. I really don't have an answer. I think maybe it just appeals to our nature to be, that the negative sells more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, think about the news. I promise you, I don't watch the news. Like, especially in Atlanta, the news is off the chain. Like, when I lived in Lansing, it was like, oh, yeah, it's the flower planting contest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not really tripping.
Yeah.
Well, I moved to Atlanta. It's like some real stuff. It's a major city, so that's some real stuff happening. I promise you, I walked in my brother's house the other day and the news was on, and I was like, yo, like 4 people had been kidnapped. I'm like, yo, I don't need that in my spirit. But for whatever reason, the news runs with that kind of stuff. Because I don't know if it's just like our inner nature is just to gravitate towards that. I really don't know. I guess you answer it, E. You're the guru here.
No, I can't answer that. Yeah, I can't answer that. But let's talk, Carl, if you don't mind, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
No, I was going to add one piece. See, I think it is what you said is our nature. Like, it just seems like negative weighs more. But one of the things, and I don't know where the quote's from. I think it was, it might have been Roosevelt or somebody. I thought it was a scripture, so I don't think that I'm deep. I thought it was from the Bible, but that quote that says, comparison is a thief of joy. Y'all heard that before? Comparison is a thief of joy.
It's in the book.
I think a lot of it goes with that. The reason why somewhere in our mind, society teaches us what the standard is. Whether we want to admit that we think that, this is better or that. There's something in society that tells us what's good and what's not. And somewhere in our bodies and our minds, whatever, we're comparing ourselves. Like, that comparison thing is real. Like, you're comparing yourself to, I heard somebody, I think I said it maybe like a year ago on a podcast. A lot of people watch TV because it gives you that feeling of, yo, I'm not that bad. Subconsciously, yo, I'm not that bad. So I'm watching this crazy housewives show or whatever. My marriage ain't that bad. This ain't that bad. But it just boils down to that root of, like, you're comparing yourself to other things. And the reality is, like, it ain't no reason to do that. We all different. That's what it boils down to. But I think that might have a lot to do with it too. So
let me ask you this, Carl. If you hear, how does the negative, not like negative feedback on the podcast, but how would negative, and in the past or now or whatever, compare to getting positive stuff? Like, we never really talked about this, but did you used to read through negative YouTube comments about your allergies sniffling in the camera, and did that hurt you at all? Or
Oh, dude, I used to be crushed back in the day. Cause I'm over there, like, it ain't even like I'm sneezing on purpose. I'm trying my best to stick my nose under my arm and not let it come out. So the fact that I'm hearing people say after all my sniffling and all that, dude, it used to hurt like crazy. But the reality is, you got to have a stronger voice than the voice in your head. That's what it boils down to. Like, you know what I'm saying? The voice in your head keep talking. And we talked about the statistic this week on the BU call. Mustafa shared with us, see that like 80% of your thoughts are negative.
Yes.
Just by nature, 80%. So back to what you were saying, see,
subconscious.
80%, yeah, you're subconscious, like negative, just off the rip, like 4 out of 5 thoughts are negative. That's like how we're made up. Like that's research that Mustafa went and did. So if you're dealing with that, dude, like off the rip, you got to do something with the voice in your head. That, right. You got to do something with the voice in your head. Like I'm just saying, even before other people tell you.
So maybe that negative feedback is subconscious confirmation of what you were thinking anyway?
It's possible. It's possible because 4 out of 5, dude. Like I keep repeating 4 out of 5 and not 80% because I want people to understand.
I'm sitting here like a dummy trying to think of my last 5 thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I did think
it's
that
real.
the chicken was a little dry last night. You know what I'm saying?
But if you think about it for real, like if you're not challenging your thoughts, dude, how easily, like you know people that slip off into depression off of just like a couple of days, like it seemed like everything cool, and then out of nowhere you just find yourself in this slump. Like, yo, it's a couple thoughts that just left unchecked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, that's why I don't watch the news. That's why I don't know what it is. I used to be like, I used to get on E because he used to be like, I don't want to watch our movies. I used to be like, E, grow up, dude. But I realize now it wasn't that E was being a prude. He was really just trying to guard his like thoughts. And I promise you, the older I get, I don't even know what it is. Like, I think my wife, like I used to love horror movies, love them. Like I used to be like, yo, a junkie for a horror, like Saw. I wanted to watch all of that. I don't know what it is. I promise you. And my wife don't watch them. So I think I went years without watching them. Now I'm like, I don't even think I could watch that foolishness. Not even because I'm scared, but like, I don't know if I want to put that on my spirit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. E, you've been on that. But I think, I don't know if it's a combination of me getting older, having kids. It's like, I don't want to see nobody get snatched up and butchered up in the shower no more. You know what I'm saying? Question. Like, that just ain't necessarily something that I want on my spirit as I'm like eating cereal in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I guess back in the day, it never sat on me like that. It was just, entertainment, it was over. But now the music you listening to, and I think that's why it's so important for us that we always put out positivity. Like you go listen to Toby, it's a certain type of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm on the soapbox, but go ahead, E.
No.
You're right there.
No. So I just wanted to, help people out because like you said, Carl, not only I think 80% of your thoughts subconsciously are negative, I like to believe that I've reversed mine somewhat. But then we
Except
also
for last week. This is a bad week for you to say. Right. You came on crying and complaining on the podcast last week.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought I was in a great spirit. You know what I'm saying? I've learned from my fellow gorillas and the assessment that like sometimes you need to be in the adaptive to grow. Like if you always stay in what you are, you ain't gonna never grow. So last week was phenomenal for me because it was you know what? I've got to look after me even more. That was my thing. So when I took my values test, one of the things that it said was you tend to look out for others more than you look out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a red flag. So it doesn't mean that you don't need to continue to look out for people, but it does mean that, you need to balance that thing. So for me, last week was just hey, and I did exactly what you said. I had a conversation with that individual.
Yeah, catch yourself. No, don't skip past that. We've been waiting all week to hear about that comment.
Oh yeah, no. I did what you told me to do. It wasn't that deep. Like I followed the blueprint. I followed, the algorithm and just started by saying, hey, look, here's the challenge. I don't feel like this is mutual. I want you to know that as a person, I love you. Like, I don't got no beef with you. But as it relates to the situation that we're dealing with, I just don't feel like it's mutual. And I can't personally continue to be in a relationship where I feel like I'm giving way more effort and energy and resources than you're giving, right? And so again, of course, that person was like, I feel you, but explain, because I don't believe that I agree with what you're saying, right? And so then I had to really break down, all right, I'm not the person that wants to brag, but let's look at this. Let's look at who's the source. And so what I had to show them was, in many instances, the energy that I put forth, you're not putting that same energy forth. So when it comes to when you want something from me, here's the energy that you're putting forth in terms of, if you want to look at money, whatever you want to look at, here's the energy you're putting forth. When it's for you, when I need you, here's the energy you're putting forth. You feel me? Like, it's not the same energy. So I'm not only going 120 for myself, I'm going 120 for you. But then when we have to do a business deal together and it benefits you 120. But when it benefits me, sometimes you like 70, 80, right? And I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately, I have a problem with that. I don't want to give to somebody who, at least effort wise, you got an attitude now. When I call you and say, hey, I did this for you corporately, I used my name, I blew you up, I did this for you, that, I ain't never, from the jump, I never necessarily called none of that stuff out. But now you have a chance to be a blessing to me, and you shortchanging me on what we agreed that you would do for me. You understand what I'm saying? So then I went forth to say some of the resources that collectively we're able to generate, you're taking those energies and you're taking those finances and you giving it to somebody else. And this is not an individual that was a part of our business deal. So, but you blessing them and putting forth energy with them, but you're not even putting the same energy forth when they're not the people that have blessed you. I'm the one that blessed you, right? So now we got a chance to kind of, talk through it a little bit. And so now I'm giving them some specifics, because generally when you tell people stuff, they on the defense.
Oh, that's the worst. Don't you hate that when you get into somebody and they like, win. And you know you got 18 million examples and you like, yo, I ain't write them down, but you and I both know. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
Like, give me a day, let me get back to you on that. Because I promise you they're there. I just can't think of them right now because I'm pissed.
Well, I'm just saying, even with that, like, why you even make me like do specifics? Like, come on, you know that I have them. So we went through that and, got on the other side of it. They did tell me they value the relationship deeply, right? And what would it take for us moving forward? And I took the L. See, I said, look, I'm gonna be real. I know myself, based on the test, what I'm saying? I'm a big picture person. I'm not always on details. And I do a terrible job, at least from your perspective, because in my perspective, I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I think, that's why I took the L.
That's usually how my life works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying. But I took the L because it's like you took my resources and never asked me for no specifics. But now that we got a problem, now you want specifics. So now you're right. I didn't communicate up front, but I ain't communicate how I was gonna bless you either. But you took that, which is weird to me.
You still found the route to get that blessing without the specifics.
Right, you feel me? Without the specifics. But now I gotta give you some specifics now. You feel me? So I'm like, no problem. All right. So
we're blessed when we come in, when we go,
and when we go, and when we go. You know what I'm saying? And when we go. You feel me? In the city and in the field. In
the city and the field.
I'm talking about the field, bro. So what I said though was, I said, okay, let's do this. I don't want to do this, but if this is what we got to do, okay, I'm with it. So what we decided to do was, moving forward, let's communicate up front. Like, let's not bless. You know what I'm saying? Let's not, like, collaboratively do things. Let's talk first and say, yo, what are your expectations? I want to be clear, on what your expectations are. I'm like, cool, no problem. We'll talk about what my expectations are, your expectations, right? Another thing we did see that I thought was very important, we had to go to, like, you look up, yours, you're a baby boomer. I look up mine's, I'm a Generation X. You look up yours, whatever your generation, whatever that millennials, then you got Z after that. And I was like, yo, let's do this. Take my Generation X, go study it. Because I need you to understand how I'm wired. Because I'm not necessarily wired the way you wired. So let's you go look up yours. I go look up mine. I send you yours. You send me mine. Let's, go back and forth over them, because you do need to understand my grind is different, but you have to understand why my grind is my grind. You know what I'm saying? So we talked that through. I had to go back and explain some stuff. So when I say it needs to be done, and again, Carl, we picked this up from our isms training. 24 hours doesn't mean 24 hours from where I come from. 24 hours from where I come from mean if it could be done in 5 minutes, get it done in 5 minutes.
As soon as possible.
24
but no later than 24
You know
hours.
what I'm saying?
That's my
that's
favorite
what it means.
question from people. Like, when you need it by? Like, is that a trick question?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
As a gorilla, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the squad. I love Tay and LaShawna. They love, when do you need it by? Yesterday good?
I'm saying, right. I'm saying, if we talking, I've been needed it. You know what I'm saying? Or I need it as soon as possible.
Right.
So
took me a week to even call you to ask you about it.
Yeah. So this last project I did, You're Not the Boss of Me, or You Ain't the Boss of Me, people were like, when you need it by? I said, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I need it in somebody's hand when they go back to school first week of August. Oh, okay. So when you need it by? Well, it take 3 weeks to print. Oh, okay. Then you need it in the middle of July. Well, not quite, because it might need some edits or something, or something may go wrong with the printer. So I really need it now, so that when we, you know what I'm saying? So that when we send it, we do probably need 3 weeks, but something may happen. So let's give ourselves time. So again, but I'm not mad. I get what they're saying. They're saying, I hate to be funny, but your 24 hours is not my 24 hours. And it's real. Some people's 24 hours is literally 23 minutes and 59 seconds. That's their 24 hours.
23 hours.
They got back to you. Yeah, 23 hours. They got back to you 23 hours. What was that? 59 minutes? They got back to you in less than the 24 hours. But that's not what I meant. And so it was like, moving forward, what are the expectations? Let's talk time frame. Let's talk, what do I want? What do you want? And I was just like, I didn't think we had to necessarily do that, but I'm not tripping. If that's what we need to do, we're going to do. So we walked away, pretty legit, and I must give them credit. I have noticed in our conversations since we did the last podcast, a different energy level, which is at the end of the day, and I might be wrong for it. I know, I'm a high I, as Chris say, flamingo, and so I'm an energy person, but I hate when you I remember when my kids first got their driver's license. Oh, bro, both of them I'm talking about, Jada didn't mind driving to Detroit for a shindig. Jalen didn't mind driving. I'm trying to think where's the furthest Jalen
you're
might
looking for
drove.
reasons to drive at that age.
Oh, bro. So I would say, hey, Boog, can you drop mom off at the boutique? I'm like, whoa, are you a transformer? What's happening to your body right now? What, your body language, like, what's going on, bruh? Right. And it would be like, man, Dad, I don't really want to. And I'm like, yo, bruh, you and your homies went to Chicago. You had that's a 3-hour trip with no traffic. And I saw your energy level was like stupid
through
high.
the roof.
But I asked you to take your mom 20 minutes up the road, and you just like super inconvenienced. So I was blessed though that I noticed that this individual's body language changed. And shout out to everybody who called me who thought I cut them off. Shout out to all the people who thought I cut them off. Shout out to all my homies that called me. I can't say no names.
He's like, yo, we good?
Shout out to all my people, man.
Checking in.
All my people. Yeah, shout out. Much
you get a
love.
couple texts, yo. Just want to let you know I love and appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
Oh, bro. I want to say thank you for those people who did do that. I know exactly what your intentions are. I ain't mad at you. It was one business client. I ain't mad at you. I promise you, I wasn't mad at them. We still connected. I couldn't move forward.
However,
Carl,
let this be a warning shot to everybody in my life.
Bro.
If it serves as a warning shot, I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Stated
Everywhere you
by
go, they gonna be like, hey, you need something, bro? I got you. Let me get you some food. Let me get you some water.
Hey, stated by a seasoned gorilla, and you ain't wrong for it. If you out there and you feel like you might be threatened, I ain't mad at you if you're trying to check. I'm not mad at you trying to check.
As the old saying goes, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying? If the shoe fits. All right, good, man. So we glad to see you got that mended up.
Yeah, but let's go back, y'all. Let's go back.
Go for it.
We cannot not do this. Carl, C, I know you've grown in the area. Give me at least one thing, even though it's innate. How have you been able to deal with negativity now versus how you were dealing with it when you got pissed and read the hookup? Give me something. What are you doing differently now? Because they need to know how to manage it.
So this is real talk. That's actually a really good question. I didn't even really think about it till now. But back in the day, I used to look back a lot more, if that makes sense. Like I always wanted to know, like, what's going on behind me, right? Like what, like we did that. Okay, what do people think? Like we put out an album. What's the word? What's the what's the talk? How what's the comments? What's this? What's that? Now I've gotten more confident in myself and us as a company in the business to where I'm only focused on creating. So you cannot do two things at one time. So you can't simultaneously focus on growing your brand, getting to the next level, growing financially, keeping your family tight, and all of these things while simultaneously looking back and trying to like manage old stuff that's over anyway. You put it out, it's done, it's over with. And so I think now I have more going on in my life, one, and I have more things on my plate as it relates to looking forward. Back in the day, it was like, yo, I ain't had kids, Cam's working 1 million hours. Like y'all, we just working. We put when we put something out, like, okay, here come the blueprint to success. It was like, I would take like the next 2 weeks to like try to figure out what happened. And now I'm just like, yo, okay, what's the next objective? And because I'm looking forward so much, I don't even, I promise you, I probably ain't read YouTube comments and I don't even know, years. You know what I mean? It's been literally if I read comments, it's on accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and not because I'm like deep. Like, I'm not like, I'm like, I literally have too much to do and too many things to execute on going forward. So I think keeping the vision of what's ahead of you allows you not to take that time, that precious, valuable time that we all need more of. It allows you not to take that time looking back, because I promise you, you're just going to cost yourself the next opportunity. You can't see the road looking behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking in the rear view, I promise you already passed that. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you. Yep, Carl.
So the obvious is, like, for real, there's I'll steal one part of C's. Like, there's so much else going on in our lives. I don't think we get to focus on any one area for very long. Like, just being real. Like, something didn't happen there. By the time that happened, we got to run to the church to do something else, or it's a call. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much going on. But see, the part that I think, that resonates with me the most is, like, for real, what people have to understand is the impact of finishing is greater than the excitement of starting. Like, you get caught up with, like for real, we finished it.
Whoa, say that again. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that's not the weather for my man, whoever my man was. This is beyond the weather report.
Yeah, hey, right? Stop looking back, E. Stop looking back. You're looking back. We already passed negative comments. You're looking back.
So the impact of finishing, and when I say that, C referenced it before, like, I don't think people understand. Like, I've heard like thousands of comments, thousands of emails with the same thing that went wrong when we started Breathe University now is impacting so many lives. The same thing that went wrong when we started the podcast and we couldn't get to record, whatever. All the things that we did that went wrong.
Well, we still have trouble with that.
We still having problems with that. Like, I'll be fully transparent. I don't even know if I told. Well, this happened today. This morning we started the 1% challenge, and our Zoom account got full. Like, we honestly just made a flat out error on that, and so people couldn't get on the call. But dude, we have another call tomorrow morning, and guess what was happening while I got the first complaint? I literally upgraded the account, and now we can fit everybody on there. I take responsibility for it, but I'm not going to sit there. And this morning in the Facebook group, there was a couple of people like, yo, like, for real. And it was for a quick second, like, yo, E, like, it was like, and I get hurt when I see, like, yo, E's brand got to be better than this. Like, that comment. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, you're right. But I'm gonna still stand here and say we made a mistake. Guess what? It's fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So when I think about the impact that we're gonna have on people's lives, yes, we got to get better. Yes, there's stuff that we got to do. But doggone it, it's a 1,000 other people that was on the same call, that will be on the same call tomorrow and the day after that will walk away with their lives changed, man. So you just got to, like I said before, you got to take charge of, instead of listening to the voice in your head, talk to it. Like, don't listen to it no more, because listening to it is what we get that 4 out of 5 negative thoughts. You gotta talk to it and you tell it, no, I hear what you're saying, but that's not how I'm rolling today. And it's tough. Back to what C was saying, you gotta surround yourself with enough stuff that helps you to balance it out. But yeah, the impact of finishing is where it's at for me.
Hip hop preacher.
Yeah, I say for me, I think, you have to understand that there's a group of people that need you more than you need to listen to negative comments.
Hold on. Wait. Go slow motion, because I think that might have been a little too complex. Break that down.
Yeah, man, it was stupid simple. Like, for real, you are selfish when you want to listen to negative comments versus using your energy to be a blessing to somebody. So those individuals who you're blessing, they could care less about, like, whoever said the podcast was whack and the person that thinks it's phenomenal, they not even tripping on the negative comments. They like, yo, E, I need you. I'm going through a divorce, or me and my family, we rocky. I need this podcast. Like, I listen to this weekly. I get some nugget out of it. I don't have money to spend on Masters of the Game. I don't have money to be in Game Changers, but I still want access to the information y'all spitting out. So I'm coming to the podcast, and you might only walk away with one nugget in an hour or two, but that's all it takes to change. So to me, that's number one. Eric, you got to stop being selfish and focusing on what might allure you from the pack, and stay with the doggone pack. Stay with the purpose. You will get more accomplished by living out your purpose than entertaining somebody's criticism. You feel me? Like, it just is what it is.
Whoa,
the other thing is,
hold on, you'll get more out of what? Say that again. Let me write that down. You'll get more.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you'll get more out of living your purpose, whatever that purpose is, than being allured by somebody, negative comments. So now you got their, it's like the Pied Piper. They playing music and you in a trance following them, listening to the negative comments instead of doing what you were called to do. And the last time I read, your gift shall make room for you. Not listening to criticism gonna make room for you. It doesn't. And then finally, for me, guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It took me a minute to get here, but I only listen to criticism from people who I know love me and respect me and care for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not some dude that don't have no equity, no sweat equity. How did he get your attention like that in the first place? You need to mature. How does a stranger, a person who's done absolutely nothing for you, they have not helped you build anything significant, help you pay no bills. They haven't done nothing for you. How did they get that power? Why would you even allow them to get under your skin like that? You don't even know who they are. So that's why when I tell you I don't read negative comments, it's not that, okay, I'm on YouTube and I can't look it up, but I put content out. I'm not a reader of comments. That's not what I am. That's not how I got to where I am. The impact, the influence, the income. I didn't get here read negative comments. I got here putting something up so people who don't have nothing to do can come to my site and criticize me, because that's their job. That's what they do. I don't do that. And so you're not about to pull me away from giving you a job. Like, I gave you a job. You ain't give me a job. You don't have nothing. All you do is criticize and critique. So if people don't produce, you don't exist. I don't want to be on that side. I don't want to be on the side with the person that doesn't exist until I create something, and then they get their popcorn and look at what I've created, and then they go ahead and make comments about what I created. You feel me? So I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
When did you cross the bridge though? Like, cause it had to be a time.
I said it. Yeah, it was. I crossed it, like you said. See, when I realized, we got purpose. It's people coming to watch TGIM every week.
No. I just mean like physical. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, age, we like 30. It was like when we started the company.
Carl,
like
you gotta help me.
First
No,
season
it was
of
when we started.
TGIM. Give us a timestamp.
Yeah, I'd probably say, I'd say the first one, but Carl, when you put that, it was Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. When you did that backdrop, I don't know what happened to people when he did that intro, but when he did that intro, bruh, that's when I was like, we made it. You feel me? Like we made it like in a, what is the term? Like bragging, but I was like, yo, we made it in terms of influence. Like everybody was rocking with that season. Yeah, so that was it. See, what age, Carl? I don't know. How old was I, Carl? When was that?
You talking about like 7, 8 years ago?
How long?
I guess.
That's about 7. Maybe 7.
So then that's what we want to know, because I think, I don't know, myself personally, I love hearing about the human ET stories. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I thrive on those, because you always trying to, you know what I'm saying? You always got to be ET, the hip hop preacher. I like hearing about hood ET.
No question.
So run it back to when you used to have your feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. Yeah. I did all that, Carl, just to get to like, I want to hear when he was pissed. When people was like, yo, my man's speech was wagging. He was ready to throw hands. Okay. I got Toby on the line too.
Oh, you got Toby too?
I want Toby to hear this. Yeah.
So I guess for me, it might have been. No, for me, it might have been, I'm just trying to, I think it was more, honestly, what really pissed me off was more when people would say, it would get under my skin when people would say like, who is C? You know what I'm saying? Like he whacked. Like that would hurt me. Like that literally would like, I was ready to throw hands because I was like, okay, like this is ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody would be like, yo, I don't think Carl is significant. Like my man with the weather report, like I'd have got pissed back in the day because I'd have been like, yo, you don't understand. You wouldn't even know who I am if they weren't doing what they was doing. So you talking ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just pure ignorance. Like,
and let's be real, everybody need a weather report. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to
right, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think even too, when we used to do our work, when we used to do our work on campus, and people would hate on our work on campus, like, cause they didn't understand it. You know, E on some Black Panther stuff. I'm like, bro, you act like we ain't had 400 years of racism. What does that mean? What? Because I'm trying to uplift my people. What does that mean exactly? That I'm over the top? What over the top? When you have been oppressed for 400, what does that mean over the top? So I just should be tripping when people make comments without context. Like you acting like the only people I'm blessed. Like come to an event, you'll see who I'm blessing. Come to an event, you'll see who. If you look at our algorithm, you'll see who rocking with us and who don't. So just that in the earlier days, just like, yo, the ignorance, the pure ignorance that's coming out of your mouth. And then I got to a point where I realized, well, you ignorant because you the one listening.
All right. Well,
what you say, Carl?
No, I was going to tell C. I remember I was going to challenge C. I remember the one that used to get under your skin a lot when somebody would call and say, E turn in Hollywood now. E don't do this. He don't do that. Why we trying to sell stuff? C used to get livid. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, no, do I? Do I? Yeah, I definitely do. Do.
He still does.
I'm working on it. That used to irritate me a little bit because people just don't use their common sense. Like, you know, like I said, we'll get like a school in California that'll be like, this is back when I was still working the email. Like we'll get like, they'll email and be like, oh my God, we had somebody get shot here on Tuesday and the whole school's in the frenzy. We need Eric Thomas. And literally be like 18 emails that day about that. And I'd be like, man, unfortunately, you know, he's got 3 gigs this week. He got a preach this weekend. We're not going to be able to make it. They'll write back and be like, I thought that Eric Thomas was a Christian man. I thought he loved the community. Oh, I'm talking about, I would get heated. But I've grown, so I don't let that bother me no more. I just understand that people are selfish. Let's see. Toby, welcome to the Secret to Success podcast. Appreciate you being on.
2 guests in one day.
Hey, we were in the middle of a conversation.
He had his son. Hey, Toby had his son on and you. Somebody gonna be pissed if they don't get to get on this doggone podcast.
But Toby's my son too, so you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I raised him. So, it's like, it's a family tree day. But Toby, I brought you on because we're having a conversation here, and you and I just had the conversation, I believe, yesterday about, we started this podcast, and I know you don't listen to the podcast because you don't really support much that we actually do on this side if it don't pertain to your personal music side. But we do a little podcast over here.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth, y'all.
We do a little podcast over here, 50,000 a week, nothing crazy. You got a whole world listening to you. You know what I mean? Something like you'll get Twisted Sundays. But we were having a conversation in all seriousness about negative feedback. And I always, once every blue moon, I'll read like some of the negative comments that we get towards the podcast. Usually it's people blazing me and Carl because they tune in to hear E, and then they hear my loud mouth and Carl talking about the weather, and they hate us. So it's all good. We laugh about it, we joke, and we move on. But you and I had a pretty good conversation about this yesterday. Tell us the story. What happened? It was a guy in your comments. You talked about being prideful about being a Nigerian American and having both sides. I just want you to give that story real quick so that we can kind of hear how you handle, I guess, not a troll, but like somebody who came with that negativity, and I guess they said they was going to catch you in the streets.
Oh, wow. Goofball. I got you.
Wow.
Yeah, so I made a statement about, feeling unique about myself. Because I'm a first generation born Nigerian American. So I was telling people at Harvard that I feel like we have a special crossover because it's not like we're trying to be one way or the other. When we went to school, we had a majority Black American experience, and when we got to the house, we had a completely Nigerian experience. So when I rap and I do my stuff, it's not like I'm trying to be one type of way or the other. I'm literally both, which makes me a unique person. And I said a lot of times what you'll hear is one side, you'll hear like Nigerians who are born in Nigeria trying to sound like they are American or like they're from this culture. And I said most people should just like focus on like being true to themselves, and people can like genuinely sense when you're not trying to be authentically yourself. So anyway, I said all that in the Harvard video, and the dude reposted my video, and then put together a whole storyboard of his feelings about how he felt about it. And he was just like, "Yo, this dude is the dumbest person I've ever seen in my life. How can you be?" I would say it in the Nigerian accent just so you could just hear how it read.
Yeah, please do it.
Keep it authentic real quick.
Yeah.
Please.
How can you be acting? You need to change your name. Your name should not even be Wikwe. How can you be acting as if you're the only one that can assimilate the culture? I was like, wow. He said, matter of fact, you are stupid. You're this, you're that. And I'm in Dallas. If you ever want to come to Dallas, bring you and all your Elif and your Houston people to Dallas and come and find me. Wow. So,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. The way you read it in that accent sound like you might not want to find it. He sound like he might have been. He sound like he meant that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might want to stay in Houston. Because I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you tell somebody bring their whole neighborhood, he might got something waiting. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So he said all that, and my response to him was, "Wow, this is a very angry caption." That's it. That's what I posted on his comment. I said, wow, this is a very angry caption. And he said, in response to what I put, no, I really just don't agree with your point of view. I feel like you can
about your life.
Yeah, about your own life.
About your life.
I don't agree with the way that you feel about yourself.
Your life.
Hold on, time out. Hold on, because that's what blew my mind. I don't agree with the way that you feel about yourself and your own personal experiences. I don't agree with that. So I just wanted to make that known. And then I responded to him with, now that's a better way. Now that's a more respectful way to disagree. Now you be blessed.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bruh. But here go the thing, and I told Toby, I said, yo, but this is, imagine what we're talking about now. This is a perfect example because instead of my man taking his time to go on Toby's page and talk about how his movement ain't, that's time that you could have used to move your movement forward. And I think people get so caught up on that. I promise you, I'm not in on tearing nobody else stuff down. I'm just trying to build my stuff up. So when you ask me like, yo, how did you get over that? Like, I stopped looking back. I stopped comparing. I stopped doing all those things and just focusing on what I had going forward. So, yeah, no, Toby, I appreciate that. Quick, Toby, before we let you go, tell us about BET real quick. The people want to know they love you here.
BET was phenomenal. It was Baby Fat. Very first BET Awards. Got to see Mary J. Blige, her, and everybody up close and personal. She got to be on the red carpet. So, you know what I'm saying? It was beautiful for my baby. I just want her to, before she is even cognizant of what's going on, realize that she's had a lot of experiences in life, and I want to plant that in her mind that she can do whatever she want to do in life.
Okay, yeah, and real quick, catch us up on that dad life. I don't think you've been on the pod. Was the baby born when we went? No, the baby wasn't born when we went to the game. No. Yep. So catch us up. How's the dad life?
It's the most beautiful thing in the world. Every day I look at my baby eyes and I get mesmerized, and then she smells like heaven too.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, they smell like, bro, they do. Oh, they smell so good at that age. Yeah, wait till 5 though, but yeah, to get that age.
I promise you. Yeah, wait till they start eating real food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As soon as they start eating real food. All right, well, go continue your rap career. We appreciate you making time for the little people. And
one more though,
we shall phone you in again at some other time when your services are needed, sir. I appreciate you.
No. Yeah, hold up for a minute. Hold up. No. Before you go, I know he pubbed up, you know what I'm saying? BET, but the Tiny Desk, baby. Talk to us about that for those of us who follow NPR News. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who follow NPR News. Talk to us. Yeah.
We just made history yet again. We did our first Tiny Desk appearance. And that was phenomenal. We had some BU people in the building. What's up? And,
let's go.
I ain't tell you that. Yeah, showing love. So it was.
Oh, I knew. Hey, I knew Rochelle was in the building. She was taking pictures every 5 seconds. Send them over.
I'm talking. My Facebook timeline was lit with Toby and Rochelle.
Oh yeah. No questions asked. But tell me, what's the difference, Toby, between doing something as big as selling out in Houston, BET, and then the Tiny Desk? Because that's like, it's just you in there by yourself. But talk to us real quick. What's that like?
So it's crazy. So in Houston, it was about 3,000 people, but at Tiny Desk, it was literally probably about 30 people. But for some reason in Houston, I felt absolutely no jitters. But at Tiny Desk, because this is the thing though, when you only get one shot to do it, ain't no retakes, ain't no like, hey, run the camera back. It's just, and you got to do it in front of people, and you got to do it with like a band and background and everybody singing and stuff like that. It's just a whole different feeling. So this is the very first time in a long time that I actually felt like jittery and like nervous a little bit before we started. My leg was a little shaky. I looked back and Nell hand was shaking on the beat machine. I'm like, man. I was like, but she ain't missed a lick though. One thing we did though, we made sure we practiced in all types of situations just to make sure that we ain't gonna never go down in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful, man. It was nervous, but we overcame it, and everybody loved it, man. And it was just a phenomenal experience, man. I'm so happy to be on the Secret to Success podcast.
Hey, trust me, this is the largest stage.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
I'm very happy to be here.
Very happy to be here. Right.
Very happy. Hey, listen to me. Man, proud of you, man. Love you. Go keep making haters, bro. Keep creating some more haters.
Quit acting like we ain't gonna talk to him as soon as we get off the pipe, like he gonna talk to him every day. You know what I'm saying? He said it like, hey, we'll catch you on the next. I'm like, no. Toby called me 10 times a day.
Oh, no.
I'm tired of Toby.
Hey, Toby, you may not be back on here, though, for that long. So I'm definitely, that's the spirit I was in, Toby.
Just go keep making
He may not
hits,
invite
man.
you back, bro.
Can we say the other thing, Toby? The game or no? Not yet. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Or you want us to wait?
If we got a guess, we should probably wait if you got a guess.
Oh, no, yeah. 50,000 of your closest friends. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a week or two.
Okay, gotcha. No problem. All right.
Because I got something too, Tobe, that he ain't releasing. He not releasing my stuff either. He won't tell. I got a big thing I want to say, and I can't say it.
Oh, yeah, I can't
hate
say that yet
man.
either. Sorry.
I hate that.
This is called podcast hosting, where you actually tease some stuff so the people still got to listen next week. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'll teach y'all later. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
All right, so.
All right, man. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too, Tom.
All right. Perfect time to transition into some Ask ET, because we haven't done that in so long. So we got a stockpile of questions. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, that's the negative feedback. All right, Ask ET. Aisha in Los Angeles says, you guys always talk about your wives. I'm curious as to what y'all see as the perfect date.
Meaning what? What does that mean? Like going out, see?
Look at E. You sound like a caveman. Date. The perfect date. Like what you and your wife. What's the perfect date for you? Not Didi, not going shopping at Macy's and spending 8 hours in the mall. Like what's your perfect date?
Hey, if Didi is listening, that is my perfect date.
Touche.
No doubt.
Touche.
No, I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
For me, man, this may sound corny, but it's either Dubai, you know.
That's another level of paper. Hey, come on, man, help us out. Help us out.
You just said me, bro.
Said Dubai.
She just said
you
me.
Said a date.
Yeah,
I'm
Dubai.
thinking the movies, Carl. He said
Dinner,
Dubai.
right? Dinner, movies, Cheesecake Factory.
Nah.
Let me tell you how broke I feel right now. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
We
food,
going back
Carl.
to Michigan. Candace already planted us to hit Bravo. I'm like, that's a $15 plate meal, and I'm geeked.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
Unbelievable.
I ain't
Dubai,
mad at you.
My perfect
So
date.
let me go back to it. Dubai. Yep. And I'm in Dubai, and I'm in the hotel, and you can see the beach, but you can also see the city from the room. We got what's that called? Room service. And we just chilling, looking out, you know, at the hookup, bro. Just enjoying, just kicking and talking. Got a stack of Uno. I beat her in Uno 500. You know what I'm saying? And we just chopping it up. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, just maybe at when the sun set, walking the beach. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I prefer to look at it than walk on it.
Nothing else? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a chance to get your man card up here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Carl? I'm trying to throw him the alley-oop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and the other thing, Carl, is so deep is I just got a call 2-3 days ago about doing an engagement in Dubai.
So he already
really
got it
geeked
planned.
up.
See,
Like,
that's
I'm
what's
about to
going
be at
on.
my
It's
date.
already planned in his head.
Yup.
Hey, did you say anything about me and my wife
Always.
going, or
I always say something.
it just don't always work?
Always say something.
Hopefully it give a
I
better
always
response
say
than when you
something.
always say something about the size 14 shoes for me.
Hey, did you say out loud? You said something. Did you say it out loud?
I did, but here's the problem. I'm always being held accountable for what I don't have control of. I don't have control of that.
Hey, you number one in the world now, E. What you ask and you shall receive. I want to fly to Emirates joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get in the joint where you in first class and you take a shower in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that go to Dubai. We get on that joint. We lit.
Yeah, we go to Dubai. Yeah, go to Dubai. I'm gonna be on it. But watch this. I did get us to Hawaii. I did, but the problem with those flights is those flights are a lot for 2 people. If you ask for 4, that's pretty much they budget.
I'm just thinking back to a conversation me and E had back in the day when we used to be. We was on our way to Australia. I swear the first class tickets was like 15 stacks. And I was Googling, and I was like, yo, E, man, we could get on that Emirates board. I think it's like 50 grand for the first class flight. And I ain't gonna say what he said, that he said if it was 50 grand.
Oh, grown man gifts. Hey, Carl, I'm like, bro, what are you doing for 50 stacks up there? What are you doing? Why does it cost $50,000? I gotta have my wife with me, bro. I'm like, I'm good on that. 50 stacks?
He said, I better be in the Mile High Club if I spend 50. And I ain't talking about Delta
She talking about
Diamond.
something. Yeah, she talking about something you can take a shower. I'm saying, what? I said, no, bro.
He said, I'm good on the shower.
They better have a 1-bedroom. They better have a 1-bedroom king suite up there for me
man.
and my wife. That's what they better have.
Oh, the Mile High Club.
Oh,
yeah, unbelievable. Carl.
Oh, yeah, you can say it out
Yeah,
loud.
Carl, you had time to think. Now, Carl, I'm a little nervous about your answer. I know Carl ain't necessarily the romantic type, okay?
Hey, no, I'm simple. So the thing that proud people don't know about me, like I'm seriously like an outdoor person. I just happened to move to Michigan. I'm talking about the weather again, my man, so stand by. I just happened to move to Michigan where there's not a lot of outdoor activity. But like seriously, for me, just like, man, if you could get me and Tamisha, just like, I'm talking about a simple hike, like a little mountain, like mountain skip overlooking,
I like that.
Nice scenery.
I like that.
Like that's me. Like I like outdoors like that kind of stuff. Like just us, talking somewhere safe. I ain't want to worry about no animals and nothing crazy. But just a nice.
Well, Stone Mountain. Then.
Say it again.
Yes, Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain.
It's safe
Stone
up there.
Mountain. But yeah, no, that's me. See, just outdoors somewhere else, walking like a good sunset evening. You know what I mean? Just enjoying outdoors, man. I'm an outdoor dude.
All right. For me, man, I've had my perfect date, several times. But to be honest with you, let me set the stage. It's probably about 60 degrees outside, maybe even a little chillier. A night game, MSU football night game.
Wow.
No, I'm saying this is this is my ideal.
I should have thought of that. For you.
Yeah,
though.
no, this is, and if those you think I'm joking, they'll tell you I'm not joking.
He not.
A nice, crisp, cool evening, like where you got to wear like a little skull cap, but you ain't got to you ain't about to freeze. Nice little skull cap. Me and my girl, we leave with no kids, no nothing, just us two. Go to some friends, hit a little tailgate, get a little bite to eat, before the game. Walk over to the game through campus, playing a big game, Michigan, Notre Dame, something around like that. Get into the stadium for a night game, the crowd rocking, jumbo crowd. We win the game. Me and my girl go over to Peanut Barrel or something lit like that. Go get a sandwich, kick it, talk about the game, and just have a great evening together. That's the perfect date for me. I love doing that. It's got everything mixed into one. I'm with and people are like, oh, you want to go to the game with your girl? Like, Candace be like hyped up during the games. Like she gets into it. She's not like, oh, I'm mad I got to be here. Like she enjoys going to the game. Big Michigan State fan as well. So yeah, that would be my idea.
Let me ask one question. Could it get any better if it were the Lions and it was a playoff game and they won?
I would never take my girl to
Michigan State.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you talking fantasy. I was trying to get like the Lions winning the playoff game. That come on, bro. I'm talking about something that could really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be realistic.
You over here playing. Hey, why did I just find out though about what you call it, the peanut barrel? What did you call it?
Peanut barrel. Oh my goodness. Best.
Yeah, I just found out about that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Jalen told me.
Bruh,
we worked there. You never took us there.
You will ever have in your life is at the Peanut Barrel. I took Josh there. I took a couple other folks there. You never been to the Peanut Barrel?
I'm just saying when we worked there, we never went.
I think I've been there one time.
As a group, me, you, and Carl.
Yeah, because y'all don't really ever want to eat beef.
Yeah, not like that.
You're right.
Yeah.
But here's what my son said. I ate I would eat beef, Carl, once a year. There was a burger joint in Traverse City.
Oh yeah, when you used to go. Hey, I remember you used to go on Diddy's. I think you did that when we was on the podcast. You used to go to Diddy's little.
Yeah. So watch this.
retreat.
I did a couple times. Yeah. So why did Jalen just tell me today? That's why I knew the name. Jalen just said to me, "Oh, Dad, I know you don't go there no more, so you don't do that. But that burger is at the Peanut Barrel."
Oh, wow.
I was like, "You lying?" He's like, "That exact same taste is there. You don't got to drive all the way out there." He said, "That bun you like, they got the bun." I was like, "Wow."
Oh no, Peanut Barrel has the best burger. Literally, my favorite burger in the world is at Peanut Barrel for sure. So if you're on the campus of Michigan State University, check out Peanut Barrel.
Yeah. But I'm saying that's why I used to drive up there and I would I'm like, okay, if I'm going to eat beef, it's going to have to be a fire burger so I can feel like, it was worth it. Not like Wendy's or Five Guys. Everybody's like, hey, get you a Five Guy. I'm like, bro, whatever.
No.
Miss me on that.
Way better than Five. They use the bun you like, yeah, no, you will love it, bro. You will love it. Oh man, it's so good. I get the mushroom cheese and caramelized onions on that joint.
Yeah.
It is out of this world.
Now it won't. Hey, Carl. Now it won't be once a year. Now, Carl. It won't be once a year.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's right around the corner.
Once a quarter.
I'm talking about easy once a quarter.
Let's see. What is your Yasmin in Chicago said? What can your wife do to irritate you very quickly?
Oh, Didi just did it the other day.
Y'all trying to get us
In
caught
trouble.
up. I tell you what make me mad is when my wife got the little purse. Oh, I can't stand it. When she got we go somewhere and she got the little tiny purse that ain't got nothing, can't hold nothing but her cell phone.
Nothing in
I'm
there.
like, boo. I'm asking for gum, mints, floss pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm heated, and I told my wife, it's a few things I need in life, and one is for you to always, anytime you with me, have a floss pick in your purse. She know that. Let me tell you something. If I get something stuck in my tooth, I turn into Denzel on The Equalizer. You know what I'm saying? I just start scanning around.
Oh.
I'm looking for business cards.
Equalizer.
I'm looking for anything sharp that I could wedge. You know what I'm saying? I just start scanning the room,
I thought
bro.
that was just me.
I'll rob a CVS for
Man,
some
I
floss
thought that was
picks,
just
bro.
me.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, no, for real. That's me all day. I didn't know you had that too.
Oh no, Toby got it too. I just found out Toby had it when he was here. He was like, "Dog,
Oh, bro.
Fat, where's the floss picks?"
Oh, it's
I'm
a
like,
group
"Yeah,
thing.
no floss picks, bro. That's my
Yeah, that's what brought us together.
Yeah.
I never knew that's what brought us all together.
No, I'm serious. Me and my girl done got into like beefs. If we get out somewhere and I'm like, "Babe, I need a floss pick," and she like, "Oh, my bad, I ain't got one." I'm like, "Boo, I promise you, I am the most low maintenance husband this side of the Mississippi. If you don't have a floss pick on you, we gonna need some counseling. 'Cause this could get ugly quick. Cause I promise you, bro, I get to panicking.
Did he get pissed because I'm putting stuff in my mouth? It's like, why are you putting that in your mouth?
Oh.
I said, because you ain't got no floss pick, so that's why I'm putting it in my
Oh, bro,
mouth.
I promise you. I grab a magazine, you know what I'm saying? Like
By any means
anything, bro.
necessary.
I'm like, yo, this got to come out.
Like you said, business card, plastic off of a cup.
Anything, bro. Yeah, nah, bro, I promise you, floss pick. So yeah, when my girl, when she carried a small purse, oh, I can't stand. I'm like, babe, you don't got nothing. You can't hold nothing for me. You know, I know E, you like me. You don't like carrying your wallet in your pocket. I'm like, man, you can't put my wallet in there. No, I'm like, can you hold it? No. I'm like, what is the point of that purse?
Can't do nothing for you.
I'm about to start carrying a little Merce around. You know what I'm saying? See how you like that.
Oh,
Fair
not the
foul.
Merce.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, mine's Carl is getting to the airport 2 hours in advance.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop, bro.
Yeah, D definitely,
and we
man.
can't go to Sky Club, boy. She like, they too bougie in there.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to be in there with them. I'm like, but I do, because they got free Wi-Fi and free drinks. I do want to be in there. They got food. But that's my big, oh man, I can't stand. We get there 2 hours, and then here's the challenge. We get there 2 hours early, and then it's a delay. And so we've been in that joint for 4.
8 hours.
We've been in there 4 for 4. 12 years for the 4. We've been in there for 12
years
for the
a slave.
4. I'm like, Lord. Oh, bro, 12 years late. Yeah, so that's mine.
I got two small ones. One is, man, like the keys never can get to the rack. Whenever Tamisha drive a car or do something, the keys just get lost in one of her bags and she don't know
So
which
now
bag
you got
it
to
is.
spend
'Cause she-
30 in the morning.
just to find them.
Just to
Y'all
find
know how
the
we
gems.
roll. I'm leaving sometimes early in the morning, that
Yeah,
kind of stuff. It's
yeah.
just like, yo, why can't you just
No
put
question.
the keys on the
Trying to
rack?
wake people up.
That's the one. And then
yeah.
see, the second one is she'll know where I'm going with this. So man, like me and C shared a neat freak kind of thing. Like
Oh,
the
no
house always
question.
got to be a decent kind of way. And my wife is,
Yeah.
again, thanks for the animal assessment. E, thanks for the assessment. I understand things a little differently now, but my wife will come in from work and she ain't doing nothing wrong. She take off her shoes, put the coat down, whatever, anywhere.
No question.
And you know what I'm saying?
No
Like
question.
like the thing that me and C share is that, like, for real, like I can't even work properly in an environment that's just like messy. So like, you know, I'm spending most of the day making sure, well, at least the first part of the day, making sure the area is clean, whatever. And then she comes, and I promise you, she's not thinking about it. Like, it ain't even like she's doing it to upset me. No, she's just not thinking about it. She's just putting down
No.
her coat. She glad to be
No, she
home,
just
hug
worked
her
all day.
babies. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, she didn't
Yeah.
just put her coat there where I just cleaned up.
Oh,
And,
bruh. Bruh.
She worked
That's
all
such
day.
a slap in the
she
face.
can't come home and work again. Yeah.
But we've grown.
Y'all
These are
want,
things that we can,
y'all
we
want
can
them to
get
work
past.
twice.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting past the no flat.
Y'all want them
the
to go
no
to work
floss
2
pick, bruh.
times.
I promise you. I'll hold up a Walgreens like John Q for a floss pick, bruh. I'm talking about. It's no lengths I'm not willing to go to get that thing out of my tooth, bruh. I promise you. Yeah, go for it.
You know, I can't say his name. I can't say his name, but y'all know I like to run through the airport like you know who with 10 minutes left to get on the flight. So,
No doubt. I'm talking about straight Orenthal. Just say Orenthal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know who you're talking about. Yeah. You know what's even better than OJ?
Yeah.
What's that?
Organifi.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
drum roll.
Organifi. Y'all already know what time it is. The superfood green juice powder. All right. So check this out. I was like, man, we do Organifi every week. Let's see how it's really working, man. So I dug in and had somebody go in and just pull out some of the Organifi testimonials that we got. So Sherry in Miami said, I need to tell you guys thanks. After listening to the podcast for 2 years straight, I finally decided to try the Organifi. Let me tell you, it's incredible. I drink a green juice every morning to start my day, and it makes me feel fantastic. Lifetime customer here. Thank you guys for introducing me. My man Derek said, I was skeptical about trying Organifi at first because I thought maybe CJ was just trying to upgrade his one-bedroom apartment. But after hearing about it for 6 straight months, I decided to give it a try. Well, the fellas weren't lying. I take the green juice in the morning and the gold at night, and I can tell that it's made a huge difference. I got my whole family on it now. I appreciate you guys for holding me and mine accountable, Derek. So as you can see, man, we're getting great feedback from the people who are taking the Organifi, who are on it. It's just been incredible for us, our health, and all of those things, man. So we try to bring you guys things that we really rock with. Carl will tell you we get probably 30 things a day for people to say, hey, can you promote this? Man. Can we sponsor this? And it's not a money thing. We will literally say in a heartbeat, if it's not something we rock with, we won't tell you guys about it, but we do rock with Organifi. We all take it. We all rock with it every day. So that's why we bring it to you. So go to Organifi.com, Organifi.com, promo code SUCCESS. All right, Organifi.com, promo code SUCCESS, and get yourself 20% off of your order, man, and let us know how you like it. Appreciate y'all for writing in on that. All right, announcements, please, gentlemen. Any announcements? What do we got? Let the people know where they can find us.
Yes, sir. So first of all, for those of you that missed joining our 30-day challenge, it started today. I am very sorry you missed it. We cut it off, but we will have it again, so you can still go to the website and sign up. We'll probably start it. We might do it in August, we might do it in September. Just stand by. But right now we're rocking with the first group. And we got, I think, a couple thousand people in it right now. So we're rocking with this first group, man, and we just want to make sure that people are going after their goals with, I'm talking about with a fury. He talked about that energy earlier. So we got that, of course, Verified event coming up on August 9th. Philly, we coming. Verified, we got Karen Civil, Q Deezy, Quincy, Toby himself will be there, Willie Mall, E.T., the whole squad, man, just showing you what it takes to be, y'all forgive me, I'm thirsty. What it takes to take that thing to the next level, man. You know you got some kind of talent, some kind of gift. And we want to show you how to take that thing to the next level, man, and stop doing it in the backyard, stop doing it in the bathroom. It's time to take that thing to the world.
For free. Stop doing it for free.
Stop doing it for free. That's more important, for real.
Yeah, no question.
Of course, we got the 1% event coming up on, we got August, September, and October, back-to-back for y'all. New York, August 23rd to 24th. New Orleans, September 12th and 13th. And then D.C., we come into D.C. again. October 5th
New Orleans,
and 6th.
we coming New Orleans.
We're coming to New Orleans. And the last but not least, Mexico, Riviera Maya. April 25th, y'all, 2020, Maya. April 25th to May 1st. We're doing it again. Man, we had this the third year. First year was the cruise. This year was Jamaica. Next year we're doing Mexico, man. And we looking forward to having a phenomenal time. And when I tell y'all phenomenal, like I'm not playing. Y'all seen, we'll put the clip up again, I'm sure somewhere, just so y'all can see what we're talking about. The white party, just, man, the fellowship, just being together, just having these conversations with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not just us. Jeremy hit me and said, man, I feel like I'll be talking to y'all on the podcast. No, you're really talking to us when we go to Mexico. Like, we're sitting down having these sessions and talking, man. So please don't wait till the last minute. Put them dollars aside and let's get it going. What's up, you?
Hey, look, please, guys. I told Tay to call C, and I know, we're going to have to fight a little bit, but I'm asking for a new session. He kind of did it a little bit. But he didn't go deep, but I want to do something called 0 to 1 million. And I really, really, really want to walk you guys through just our economic journey. Like I said before, I never really shared it. I didn't think it was important. Like I really was on the character tip because I think that's the bedrock. But C said, yo, E, we got to do more. And so if you know me, I'll start with a topic and kind of play with it. But after a few months, like I own that thing, like I got it. And so there's some things that C hasn't shared, I haven't shared, and that we really want to share about the financial pieces specifically, right? And so you want to be there. I've asked C to dedicate 2 days, a few hours, both days, where we can really go in and speak. And then because we're in a remote location, have some time to do some real deep question and answer. So for those of you who are like, yo, I would come, but I just come. We're gonna really show you how to turn that trip into an investment. And then more importantly, we talk to Quest, like Quest, we need to do the white party, not 1 time, 2 times. We need to do that joker. We need to try to have a party every night. So we're going to work hard in the day and work hard at night. So you do not want to miss this one because we're going to be going in a little harder than normal.
That is a fact. The other thing, man, ETA Game Changers, man, we're doing some incredible things. And to me, again, we have a lot of programs, man, but this is, one of my favorite, man. We're able to take other influencers. It's so funny. Shout out to, if y'all watched The Black Godfather, haven't watched The Black Godfather on Netflix, somebody put me, I think it was Royce who told me to watch it, but I watched it and it was incredible. But I think the main thing that I took from it was like how much he did for other people and how many people he turned into. Y'all still ain't watched it, huh?
I still ain't. I'm gonna watch it tonight. See,
watch Black Godfather. I swear.
Can I watch it? What you said was on Netflix?
Yes, Netflix. Yeah. I know. Jalen got an account. Use his.
No question.
But the thing is that for those of you who have seen it, and those of you who haven't seen it, go watch it. But my man put so many people on, and I think that's what we're trying to do with Game Changers is. E is at the top. And so now we want to show as many people as we can in the field of speaking, how you can get to that top in your industry. All right. So our certified speakers have already been landing Nike contracts, getting contracts with schools, speaking internationally, making 6 figures speaking, landing 5-figure deals to train corporate leaders, and really just turning their knowledge into books and courses, a host of testimonials. Man, listen, if you want to craft your life story and keep your audience's attention, market your speaking services and become a leader in your industry, or just looking to land paid speaking gigs, turn your passion into a profit, then go to etagamechangers.com, all right? That's where we're doing it. It takes about 4 to 5 months to get certified. You'll get the ETA Game Changers playbook, which is pretty much every thought that we made E sit down and go through his brain and every thought he could have in terms of how to get started, how to brand yourself, how to start making money, how to craft your story and make that a message that people can relate to. We literally did all of that, man. And this is straight out of E's mind. And again, E is the catalyst for this program, and he's also a part of it, man. Go to etagamechangers.com. It's a dope program because, again, I don't know about the other programs because I never physically went through them myself, but I don't know if these other programs, if you go through them, you're actually going to be on the phone with the person who started it, all right? But I can tell you E is on the phone every other Monday night. And then also E's hosting my office hours for me. I got a flight tomorrow, but E's hosting my office. Eric Thomas, ET, the #1 in the world, will be hosting my office hours tomorrow. And so our Game Changers, man, really do have exclusive access to E, and man, we're getting some incredible results. So go to etagamechangers.com and check us out, man. We'd love for you to sign up.
Hey, can I talk about the BU
Yes,
meetup?
please. Yes. Tell us about that. We saw you on Instagram giving back to was it homeless or I'm not sure, you community?
Yeah, so we feed the starving kids. This group that we pack food for, they were in the Philippines.
Oh, okay, got you.
So you got they do Haiti, they do the Philippines, they do quite a few places, and so our contribution specifically went to the kids in the Philippines. So that was phenomenal. So for those of you who don't know, we have an online community. It's called Breathe University. Somebody called me the other day like, E, is enrollment closed? I was like, I don't know how that worked. I didn't know it closed or open. I thought it stayed open, but nonetheless, I'm ignorant, but Carl can tell us how that works. But for our group, we break it up East Coast, West Coast. So the East Coast, we had our first gathering in Chicago, had a beautiful Roosevelt Middle School allowed us to do game night. So we was doing Connect for spades. They was doing Uno. They were doing all kind of stuff. But what was funny was I went to the event, and this one, of course, Friday was small. It was only about 30 something because, you know, people are working and traveling to get there. But shout out to my guy who came in all the way from Israel. Shout out to my people who drove from New York, Virginia, all over. But anyway, game night was fun. And a guy said to me, man, E, I didn't expect you to be here. I was like,
said,
what
no,
does
that's
that
CJ.
Right. That's what I should have told him. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought it was funny because we live in a society where, for real, like you said, see, people will become a part of different programs, but on a 30 level, 30 people level, they don't get an opportunity to meet the person that they signed up for. And so then the next day when I went to serve the food, people was like, oh, E here, our infamous leader is, I'm like, yo, you here, I'm here. So then we went bowling. Shout out to Pops, Rochelle husband, who they know how to bowl. And he was like, yo, E, for real, you got a good game, bro. Like, you consistent, which I didn't really know what that meant, but he was like, you throw the ball in the same spot. Like, sometimes you get a strike, sometimes you don't, sometimes you go. So he was like, just make these 2 adjustments. So shout out to him for helping me make the adjustments. I won the trophy on the men's side. So I felt like, wow, he showed me. And then, you know what I'm saying? He ended up, what they said, Carl, was where we went, it was like the lights. It was like purple, green, whatever. So I think, unfortunately for him, the focus wasn't really bowling. So their lanes wasn't like maybe, you know what I'm saying? They weren't up to par for a real bowler. This was like some entertainment stuff, but I did my thing on the entertainment, boy. So I brought the trophy back home for the squad. And we just had a blast, man, a blast. And of course, there was the barbecue that night, all white, dress up with the barbecue. And then some people did breakfast that Sunday and headed home. So if you're looking to do more than just pay money to be a part of something, but you want to be a part of a family, I'm telling you the truth. That's what we do, bro. This is a family on every front. And it's not like, like I said, we're going to be doing it on the West Coast. Of course, by God's grace, if nothing crazy happens, I'll be on the West Coast for that one as well. And so, yeah, man, just had a ball with the Breathe You. And some people have been with us, man, 5-6 years. Some people have been with us, a couple months. But it's just a great thing, man, to be a part of this community, man. And I just can't believe we're here, man. I'll be honest with y'all. I remember when I came home and told Carl, Bob Proctor told me we didn't know what to name it, how to start it. And then now I look at it and it's just a big family, man. And so shout out to all our BU fans.
Big shout out. What y'all think? Free agency. As of now, we're recording this podcast.
I'm so tired.
D'Angelo Russell is with the Warriors.
I'm so tired.
That's nuts. We still don't know where Kawhi is going, although I don't know. I don't know. Kawhi's like a different dude, so I just guess you don't really know. I still got to think the Lakers get him, and he may be somewhere else by the time y'all actually hear this. But all the other free agents gone. I'm like, are LeBron and them really going to whiff like that? Because they let everybody else go sign somewhere else pretty much. So they really put all their hopes and dreams on Kawhi. So I think it'd be interesting. But what do y'all think? Anything that surprised, shocked y'all in the world of the NBA?
I am strongly a proponent of never buying a shirt again, a jersey again. I'll never buy.
No, just buy the retired ones, Carl. Just buy the retired ones.
That's it. But there's a part of me that I'm kind of like back to what we talked about on this podcast. Like, yo, players are doing what they want now, and as a part of me that's like, yo, I'm proud of them. Like, I ain't even tripping no more. Like, for so many years, it was a different story, and now they're like, yo, I don't care about that no more. Like, I'm trying to live my life on my terms. So, like, man, I'm pretty much proud of them. Like, yo, do you? Like, I hope it works out, whatever that means. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of them. Just make your decision and live with it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how much bread them boys getting though, man. I'm seeing cats. I'm like, I know Reggie Miller and them got to be just sick. Dominique Wilkins. I'm thinking like, bro, I'm seeing cats who like, you not even that lit. You getting $100 million. I'm like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? I guess it's the culture. But no, shout out to everybody getting that check. And the NBA should definitely be interesting next year. I wish KD could play next year. He's gonna be out, but look like Brooklyn gonna be something to be dealt with. And of course,
Will it take a whole? It takes a whole year.
Oh yeah,
for the Achilles?
He will not be playing a game in 2019-20 season at all. Period.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, no, that Achilles ain't no joke, bro. ACL too. Klay Thompson out for the year. You got to think about when they did it too. You did it in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe if you did it like first week of the season, you could have had a chance to come back. But
remember T.O. came back?
Yeah, I do.
Remember T.O. came back from that ACL?
But I don't think he didn't necessarily tear his though. Yeah, no, you ain't coming back that quick off a full tear. Trust me, as a two-time ACL tear survivor. It ain't no joke. Although that was a long time ago. You know, somebody asked me the other day about like my knee surgery or whatever, and I was like, I don't know. They probably got updated stuff. I was like, man, that was 20 years ago. And when I said 20, I was being like funny, and I was like, yo,
it's literally 20.
I'm like, yo, you ever had a moments where you forget how old you are, and then you figure out how old you are, and you be like, dang.
Yes,
like, what? When did I get 36? Bro, I'm 36. I'm like, yo, Carl, you about to be 40. Wait, 39,
I'm about to be 40, bro. Yep. In October. It's real. No. I had that moment, a couple of times where I'm like, yo, I can't believe that I could say something was 20 years ago. Like, it don't even make sense in my mind right now. It's like,
and remember exactly what I was doing. Yeah, wow.
Right, yeah.
40. Carl about to be 40.
Me and Carl gonna be in the same club for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be in the same club for a few years. For a year and some change. Yeah, a year and some change.
Oh, you about to be, that's right. Yeah, you 49. Oh, yeah. What we doing for 50, dog? We got to go back to Hawaii or something.
I don't know. Well, let's go back to Dubai.
We go to Dubai, take our wives on a date to Dubai or something.
Yeah, you feel me?
You feel me? Jump a quick little Emirates flight, you know what I'm saying? With a bed. I swear, like literally, like something will happen. And you know your kids, man, they don't show you no love. My kids just at that age where they just say whatever. Yeah. I'm like, wow. Me and Trey were watching a boxing match the other day. He gonna say, man, that dude got a lot of muscles in his stomach. Your stomach don't look like that, Dad. I'm like, well, thank you, son. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I was going for the more doughy look myself. You know what I'm saying?
I worked hard for this.
Exactly.
Remember what we read just recently?
Yeah, I said, I'll tell him. Tell him what I told when my dad used to tell me. I used to be like, man, Dad, your feet hard. He just look at me and say, keep living. I swear, all the time. So, yeah, no question. I don't got nothing else, man. If y'all want to get gone, you picking me up from the airport tomorrow? Or should I hire a service? You know what I'm saying? Should I hire is that above your pay grade these days?
No question it is. You should hire my son. I'm trying to make plans for Dubai.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. All right, cool. I'm in town this week and looking forward to seeing y'all. Looking forward to the APOC grand opening. That's going to be exciting. E and I had to run to D.C. for a minute and go speak. Carl, when do you leave?
I'm gone Thursday, man. I'm salty.
Oh, you leaving before the APOC grand opening?
Yeah, I'm salty. We leave up here on Wednesday.
I'm talking about hours.
Huh? What'd you say?
Hours before.
Yeah, I'm salty,
just
bro.
Hours before.
Salty. I'm at the church half the day today doing stuff, setting it up, and I'm salty. I ain't gonna get to experience none of it. Salty.
Wow. Man, so you leave on, you said the 4th?
Yep.
Oh, man. Well, I'll come by and see you tomorrow then, because I'm only going to be there a couple days, then we go to D.C., and then I turn around and come back. So, man, Carl, you just killed the whole joy, dog. I thought you was at least going to be there through the APOC weekend.
Trust me. You heard me.
Big shout out before I forget, too, man. Shout out to Huddy. Who played? I don't know if y'all saw Josh.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, so big shout out to Huddy, who finished 3rd place in a huge regional tournament in North Carolina. Some of the best players in the world. He finished 3rd place. So man, that was just huge. I think he finished like 1 shot behind my man who was 2nd, and he creeping that leaderboard. So. Big shout out to Hudson, man, for an incredible tournament. It was like 100 degrees out there. Them kids go hard, man. But he's got Worlds coming back up in a minute. So, yeah, big shout out to him for getting it done out there and coming home with that medal. So, I think that's it, y'all. Other than that, I don't really think I have a ton. So, yeah, E, hit us with a quick nugget, G.
Hey, guys, seriously, get your Dubai date ready. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is beyond your imagination. If you can literally see it in your mind, your body will respond and do what it needs to do to make it become a reality. So do me a favor, don't dummy down. You know what I'm saying? Level up. Like, for real, don't dummy down. Don't let other people tell you, man, that's too much, or man, that'll never happen to you. You know, you can't have a house in multiple cities. You can't make that kind of money. Don't dummy down. Level up.
Hey, appreciate that nugget of the day. Appreciate y'all for listening, man. Go leave us a review on iTunes. Safe travels, Carl. And I'll see y'all, tomorrow? Much love. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.